All right, so I just finished watching Guava Island, and it's a masterpiece. Donald Glover is a pure genius to me. His intellect and his the story that he's trying to tell throughout all of his artwork, let it be music, TV, whatever the case is, he has this underlying theme of oppression and then the oppressor overcoming the oppression. And it's a masterpiece. Guava Island is, they're on an island that was paradise, and corporations came and monetized the island. It was supposed to be paradise. It's supposed to be a place where you can live free and carefree. But because of these corporations that have come and destroyed it, it has become something that was never intended to be. That's the similarity of the earth. His character is the artist, the free spirit, the even the prophet, the philosopher, the dreamer. That's who his character is representing. And him doing this is important because it ties into what's going on right now. With Nipsey Hussle dying, in the way where he's being a righteous person, he's being a caretaker, he's being a creative, he is being a prophet, he is being everything that we know that we can be because we've had so many of them. No other nation has that. They have their gurus, but their gurus are never, it's never like their gurus are rooted in reality. So in this movie or film, whatever you would like to call it, I don't know if I should say exactly what happens. Man, dang, that's hard. That's hard. You know what? Fuck it. Nobody's gonna see it. Donald Glover dies at the end for going against the corporation, the one that comes and is forcing manual labor on the people and is not happy with him wanting to have a day for theirself. 7 days a week, working 7 days a week. That reminds me of America. They even talk about America in it. They work 7 days a week. He wants to have a festival for one night. That would mean everybody won't be working the next day. Because, and it's reminiscent of those that want their masters, from Michael Jackson to Prince to Nipsey Hussle to Jay-Z to Chris Brown. They always seem, I don't know if Donald Glover has his masters, but they always seem to want to control what we are putting forth in our creative magnificence. And that is wrong. It's just wrong. It's wrong. And if you don't see that that's wrong, something's wrong with you. Or you're not living in the reality that the world is predicated on. He's told not to have the festival. And the corporate man has him killed. And when he has him killed, he thinks that the people would just go on about their day and just go back to work. He gets to the factory and nobody's there. Nobody's there. It backfired. I feel like that's reminiscent of Nipsey Hussle and what happened in that situation. I don't know If anybody ever came to Nipsey Hussle and told him to stop doing what he's doing, I don't know if that's true. But it's reminiscent to all of them. Michael Jackson for owning Sony. You kill him, you could always go after the masters after, right? You could go to the family and offer them money because they didn't have the vision as the visionary. And it's important that we look at this story for what it's really trying to convey, you know? It's conveying a whole different reality than what quote unquote white America sees, right? You come here to America, paradise. You knew it was paradise. You said it in many books that this place was paradise. You took out the so-called Native Americans, paper genocide, and then you industrialize it for the whole entire world. Do y'all see that? Do you see that? You taking advantage of God's chosen people because of their kind-heartedness for the paper to put in your pocket. Because they want to control their destiny, as we've done for millions of years. This is only a small blip in history. Sad for you. But it's so reminiscent to the master talk. You know, having your masters and being a man of destiny. They killed Nipsey, and the next day, for a week, 2 weeks, we still talking about what this man has brung to the world that we didn't even really understand he brought at the time. It's reminiscent as well to Jesus Christ. Some will say, he's not Jesus. It's reminiscent of it. Because he only stayed in Israel. He only stayed in the central area. His word started to spread after that. It was known that Christ told the disciples not to go amongst the Gentiles to teach anybody. So, understand, Guava Island was good. And it explains. It explains a lot. It explains a lot. So, peace.